Hey all! Welcome back for a little bit more Endless Space Disharmony. So I finished my Let's Learn tutorial with the United Empire. And I figured I'd do one more game of this, but with a higher difficulty setting. So I've mostly been playing at normal, which is, about halfway in. If the British had been like this, the US would still be in colony. Maybe we'll jump it up a little bit, so every as hard as Alexander or Sirius. So this is what felt like to go up against Artillery against Kong. Let's try Sirius just to see it. Just see how much difficult it is in comparison to like the normal difficulty, and give it you guys a little bit more of a challenge to see what's going to happen. Hopefully, won't just me be blowing over the enemy like I have in like the past two Let's Plays, or Let's Play and Let's Learn. I'm actually going to set this a whole lot more different than the other two, because at this point you haven't seen all the races, but you've seen a good amount of them. We're going to go with the Galactic Ring. 8 empires. I'll jump it back down to medium size. Let's maybe we'll change around the we'll do a random. Get a random age. That'll change around like how hot or cold the planets are going to be. And for this time let's be Pilgrims. I want to pick up the Pilgrims because I never played them and I have no idea how they play, but it should be a challenge. This is going to be a challenge game for me, right? So, play something I don't know how to play and see how it works. And, well, I want to go in here and, put back on pirates for sure. Let's go with normal pirates. And I think more or less you want to leave everything on. So let's go through here, and there's as you can see, a bunch of factions I've yet to you have yet to see. So let's put in the Cravers. So the Cravers are a militaristic, early powered faction that is really dangerous early on. The Harmony are a Disharmony faction that you guys have yet to see. You never really got to see against the Automals and Full Loom or Horatio, so we'll put those guys in. You probably see enough Sophons, United Empire, Hisho. I guess we could put in the Sowers again. And then the last few guys, well, let's just keep on. It's just, putting guys in here like this. We'll just fill them up with races that I'll know pre-hand what they are. Let's put in a second Craver, just in case the other one gets wiped out, and we'll put in a second Harmony. And we'll say that's enough for the setup. So that's what I'm going to go with for this game. Serious difficulty, Pilgrims, and all this other stuff here. Let's go. So this is so tell you a little bit about the Pilgrims. These are one of the good factioned, good guys basically in this game. And they're very exploratory in nature, and they're also very flighty.
Have you stood before the colossal remnants of an ancient civilization? Then you may understand how the Pilgrims regard the endless. Awe, respect, fear, and obsessive curiosity. Something in those ruins touched a deeper chord than science can. And as well as explorers and scientists, they are now tattooed mystics. They cross the stars to find more systems, more ruins, to find Tor, homeworld of the endless. And their charismatic and passionate leader will never abandon this quest.
So that's a little intro screen for the Pilgrims. So these guys are basically one of the good guy factions, and they're exploratory and scientists. And their main goal is basically, and here's the Spiral Galaxy by the way, their main goal is more or less, let's find the homeworld of the Endless, and basically learn what we can about them, and be at peace with people, or at the very, at the very most, dominate those that stand our way. So this faction, the two ways they usually win it are military or diplomacy, and we got a few heroes here. And I say they were kind of flighty because the ship, how can I put this? The ship stuff for these guys is really focused on engines and stuff. So if you look at this guy here, This guy's got like a negative support module for an engine, so his engines are actually a lot faster than the other races. And this is basically how the ships are set up. They have like more engine power and more sensory power, so they can explore and basically run, more or less. We will close this. I don't want to build a ship right now. Let's go into sciences, and let's pick up end fusion plants right away. Now, this is a circular system, so how this really works, we've basically got ourselves a little patch of the galaxy here, and so does everyone else in this galaxy. All the other factions will have like a patch here, patch there, patch there. So for the first little bit, this wormhole, there's probably going to be some guys over here on the other side of this wormhole, and then down here will be another wormhole somewhere, and there'll be some guys there. Let's first get you to go here, yes. And let's send a missionary down here. We'll have him explore down that direction. Now, these guys, the Pilgrims, they have a special ability, and you can see right here, it's basically fleet errant. And what this is going to do is you're basically going to load all your population, minus 1 per planet, and when colonizing, population is going to be unlocked. So what these guys can do, if you have like bad systems that you colonize right away with these guys, you can actually move your system to another system with this fleet errant. So basically, if buildings are unloaded, Golden Age is triggered, Golden Age gives blah blah blah. So these guys are like playing that they're basically nomadic kinda in how they work. We're gonna go like this. We don't want to abandon the first planet here, but we'll probably do it later on with some of these other planets I'm gonna visit in a moment. Okay, we're gonna move. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to go into this and change my tax rate, so we're only getting like 2 per. I could probably dump it. Well, I suppose it's not a really big change. More or less in like how all this operates. We'll just get a little bit more dust for the next 2 turns. Guess we're not losing too much. Cheapest technology is discovered. Very nice. So I just picked up HE batteries. We have more weapons. Hurrah. Well, let's just do that, I guess. We'll go in here and we'll change the... you'll see that they have like these different names for the ships. The Truth Seekers should explore, by the way, for, you know, the Pilgrims. The Paladin is your like first defender. So we'll modify the Paladin, and let's change him so that instead of having to deflect as high as he does, we'll drop that down to free. And we'll bump up these. And we'll leave this on long range for now, these beam weapons, because they can be fired at long range. Now, note that with the Pilgrims, one of the disadvantages of them is that they have lower tonnage. Most of my other, you know, Let's Plays, you'll see the Cravers usually have 100 tonnage at the start. These guys only have like 80. It's not a big loss or anything, but it's there, and it will sort of hurt. Sort of, not a whole lot. I actually should probably have the engine on them, so you know what, we're going to put in the engine. And we'll say that's like the initial setup for this guy. Free connects, free beams, free deflect, and he's got an engine on him. This guy could actually double as an explorer if I wanted him to. But we're going to make him more or less our defense ship or whatever. Here's our explorer here, and well, they basically have the sensors on them so they can see a little bit farther, I guess. We're going this way, I guess. Our turn passes. And we found ourselves our first planet, so that's good. There's a huge tundra right here. If this doesn't have anything in it, we can just basically send them up here, which is fine. Let's send you down in this direction. I assume this planet's probably going to be where the wormhole is going to be between our 2 joints down here. Don't know, we'll have to see. We'll end the turn one more time, and then we'll get a hero next turn. I built that in Karis. Oh, I've got pirates. Flee. These hunters, are they dangerous? No, they're just a couple connect guys. Just auto this, we're just gonna run away on the first go. And I guess we're gonna go back to Karis, because, you know, those pirates are right here. That's the only bad thing about pirates, they can really mess with you early on. Let's build a couple paladins, I guess, to go beat them. And bump this all the way up to... Yeah, we'll go all the way up to 30%. Now, I got enough for a hero, so let's get a hero. I got 3 choices, of course, as always. I got this guy, he's Commander Adventure. He's probably going to be a good... What can I say about this guy? He'd be a good combat type of guy, I guess. White Hawk, he's definitely even better than that guy for combat. This guy could probably be governor if I want him, if an emergency, but... And then we got Builder here, he's an inventory manager. He's my first go-to guy, so we'll get him. And he's... Oh, this is worth knowing, by the way. The Pilgrims have another ability. Their heroes actually get a little bit more experience at the start. So this guy's going to be able to pick up Director right away. And we'll give him Crop Genesis right away, too. So he can basically power up Karis for me right away. So we'll put this here. And he'll make this Paladin get built a little bit faster, as well as basically pump up my homeworld as well. Alright, so it's going to be a little while. Oh, right, you have to worry about bankruptcy, because you basically have Pilgrim heroes, which are a lot more stronger. And thus they take more tax. Alright, there's the wormhole right there for Rigel, I guess. A new advanced defense ship is created on Rigel. So... Advanced Paladin. This is just a weak guy, I guess. This is based off the original Paladins I got. We'll send him down here. You can go up here. So it's worth knowing that this is just a joint between Karis and Leo. Hopefully there's something on this planet, or else I'm only going to have, I guess, Leo to colonize right off the bat. And we discovered the industry one there. So let's go with this next. On under blockade and 10% ship cost when under siege. Interesting. So these guys, it's worth knowing, these guys are runners, so they actually work better when they're under attack. What did I just pick up? Now look at this. Don't want no box right away. Okay, so we found this in Karis 1. Interesting, we already have what we need for missiles. Missile ships. And there's another wormhole down here. So there's actually 2 wormholes to this one system over here. Sadly, it looks like both of these are void of any colonies of plants at the moment, and it won't be a while. It'll be a while before I colonize either of those plants. I may want to check this down here quickly. But for now, let's just get all these guys to meet up over here on Karis. Oh, you're just a good... Ooh, I want these. Alright, I want to get myself an arid, I guess. Arid plants right away. I'm only going to have about 3 planets, 3 systems with planets I can colonize early on. It kind of sucks. It happens, but, you know, you have to deal with it. 5 science. Build that after. This is populating very nicely due to my hero. Some might go for production first. I went for food because, you know, I want to pump up my jungle world. Jungle worlds give more production, by the way. I think I've already stated this in, you know, on my Let's Plays, but basically, the jungle world gives you lots more industry compared to food or dust or science. Is it hovering over it, or? Okay, here we go. So basically, you get like 4 food, 4 production, and then, you know, a little bit more dust and science. And the higher I pump up the population, the more production I'll get right away. As opposed to, say, just, you know, a flat boost of 15 production. Alright, build our defense ship there. Okay, I want to first create this guy. Oh, someone found a Ruga. You guys are all going to merge up. And I've got 179 defense. I hope that's enough to take care of these guys. We're going to send them down this way. This guy will follow them in a moment, but for now, I want to basically send these guys first. Just in case the pirates are there. Oh, I get money, finally. I was getting money. I guess I'm no longer getting money. Probably because I got a ship there. Alright, so we got that. Let's go to get our arid epigenics. Send you on your way a little bit. You are going to follow him. It really sucks that I got these pirates right to start, but that can happen. And it happened. Alright. You are full population, so we know what we're going to do with this guy. We're going to basically go build ourselves a missionary again. And I'll send that guy down here when I get the chance. Doesn't look like there's any pirates from Rodolph. They're down here apparently. And they've got less strength, so I should be able to defeat these guys with this fleet here. You know what? Since it triggers a golden egg, so let's actually send a fleet errant. Let's build a fleet errant. I'm going to send this down to Leo. Or maybe I'll send it down to... No, I can send it to Eater Plant. Let's send it down to Rotnef, I guess, first. This looks like the better system. Yeah, this is definitely the better system. So we'll send this guy down here toward Leo and get this guy to go to Rotnef. I'll test that out right away. Apparently you should do this right early on just because of the fact that you get that bonus, the Golden Age. Alright, combat. He actually fled! Smart little pirate. Okay, we'll just send you down here. I'll deal with that in a moment once I get those guys to chase him. We're just going to chase that pirate around, I guess. I'll burn through a few turns. And look at that, all colonizable. Of course, it doesn't matter if I can colonize all 3 of them because one of them's really bad. The irradiated plant. Nice! Get yourself this next. Arid epigenics is gotten, very nice. Let's get... What have I got here? We've got on Dust Water there, but that's the bad plant. And we've got Virtual Artifacts and Metagenic 6. I got a lot of stuff, but most of it is on plants like, you know, long time before I get colonized either of those. I guess I could eventually get this. Metagenics, that is one of them, I think of them. Nope, no, it wasn't one of them. So, this might be good, but it's not good just yet. We'll actually focus on getting core mining, I guess, first. Get technology for... Well, I suppose I don't need that right away, to be honest. What to get? What to get? This is one of those situations where you really don't have a whole lot of good stuff yet. I guess we'll pick up isolation shields first. And you go chase after them, please. And you're probably going to see something interesting when I blow this fleet up, too. And we built our evacuation ship. Alright, well, we'll start this turn. Basically, it'll take me 6 turns to research that. That may jump down in a moment to 5 in a moment. We'll see if that happens. We're going to attack this fleet here. And he's got 2 hunters, and they might be troublesome, but I doubt they will be. We'll just focus on sabotaging them, tactics, and then we'll go defense, I think. Seems like a good idea. Let's watch the first battle, because why not? Blowing up some pirates is always going to be good fun. Hopefully they don't run away. They might do that. I want some early experience, though. So there's just 2 hunters. There's my guys popping in. I guess I really like these designs for the ships, at least. They have wasted space, but whatever. Open fire! And it looks like he's fighting me with offensive first. I'm firing lasers at him, which will hurt him if I hit him. Now, my lasers are set for long range, so I'm actually going to be able to hit this guy a lot better at long range. I'm not sure what's going to happen at medium range, though. And another wave hits him. I think I got one of his ships. I don't think he really damaged me either. And I beat up his engineering, so he should be dead now. And boom, boom, boom. I think I missed him all 3 times at lasers. One of his hunters dead. Kinetic scum, I think. Finish him off. Boom, boom. And I guess we're going to blast him here. There he goes, he's dead. Got him. So, after they beat the fleet with Pilgrims, usually you get a little bit of research points, I think it is one of the advantages of them. So these guys actually work better if they blow up fleets because they actually get more science, I think, from it. Kind of like how the Sheridan, who are in our race, get money. So, research complete. There you go. I basically researched isolation shields just by blowing up these guys. And, what do I want to get next? I guess, oh hell, let's get this. Let's get it out of the way. Get the cheap technologies. And, we're blowing up this guy, and that's good. You can colonize Leo, like I wanted you probably to do early on. Haggard, unsure, blah, blah, blah. So we have research shields. I blew him up. He didn't really put up much of a fight. He did a little bit of damage, but whatever. There's that fleet Aaron made. So leaving the system by choice or by obligation, you can see it's got the improvement on it. So that's just a little bit of a show of what this thing can do. Either by choice or by need, you're leaving the system. And basically we're just going to go back here and just start building up this crap again. Notice how this is all reduced down all the way, but this guy's going to pump it up real quick as well. I need to leave someone here on a Banny. So you know what, we're going to leave the advanced guy. Send both you guys up here. I basically want to cover you so pirates don't spawn, right? Because they'll start spawning eventually. You can build... No, notice that this is grayed down here. You actually have to have people in the system before you can start building it. And notice how it also says cost free turns. You can't evacuate unless you spend free turns to evacuate. You know what? I'm actually thinking about something. Because there's so many warp holes around me, it's actually going to be beneficial for me to explore who's around me real quick. So let's actually get efficient shielding and then maybe this. That's going to take a long time. Let's get this first. We'll focus on getting the small stuff and then we'll focus on exploration. Basically, I want to pick up Applied Cashmere Effect really early for the wormhole technology. I'm actually losing money per turn. Probably because I moved my top population there. So we're going to dump this for the moment. Eventually, I'll get my money back once I dump my population back on Rottenow. But just losing that much population all at once basically hurt my income. That's something to note. If you lose a lot of population doing this, you'll lose a couple turns, I guess. Oh! An unknown fleet is already making its way toward me. The Cravers. So we already have the Cravers next to us. These guys are going to be a danger to me because they are sometimes hostile. Or I shouldn't say sometimes hostile. The thing about Cravers, and I'll sort of tell you this right now, they can't declare peace. One of their disadvantages of the Cravers Empire is that they can't peace anyone. That means that he's either going to be at Cold War with me or he's going to be at war with me. He will never ever be at peace with me. So I want to be really careful around him. So beginnings are a delicate thing, friend or foe. Treat them as you would if you treat them new. He's going to treat me as food, so I want to treat him as you know, in kind. I don't want to be eaten. Okay, we're going to go here, and I'm going to colonize. This looks good for the extra population and the bigger planet. I think we want this one first. So Rottenow's been colonized. The approval right at the start is oh, the outpost launched a golden age in the system. Interesting. So you actually get golden age that improves the system when you go in here. So that's how the golden age works. It's gold. I wonder how long that'll last. Just 4 turns, perhaps? Anyhow, my income's now up. Whee! Let's go like that, I guess. I want to get a little bit of dust generation going, I guess. We'll go in here, and actually I want to check this first. Medium airs, of course, are good for cause dust, but Garden of Eden is good for food, apparently. Of course, this is already almost full up. You know what? Let's colonize this right away. Get this system pumping out like mad. I might pick up this system too, just because it's a large arid, and because I've got 2 approval boosts in this system here. Palingenesis. This is not another planet that we colonize. It is nothing short of a rebirth of our nation and a new vessel of our hopes. With these words, the Pilgrim leader, Camille Sevasbat, breaks ground on a planet where the fleet errand has landed and ushers a period of renaissance for the Pilgrim Society. Interesting. So there's something for Pilgrims only. And yeah, I gotta watch these guys here. I may actually want to try and blow up that Craver fleet, just for the simple reason it'll give me experience. And because he's going to be hostile to me, eventually. So I got Cravers down here, I think. There's a chance of that happening, so oh well, we'll have to deal with it. Get this. I guess we'll send him up there for now. Found all this. Alright, Karis. How fast could you build a ship? Okay, it would take him 2 turns. I'm not sure that's enough to kill that Craver if it pops around again. Though, to be honest, I do want to be worried about him attacking me. We're going to build 1 Paladin just in case he comes over here, and I'll blow him up with it if he gets close. I colonized the second planet in Rottenow. And now I've got to decide how I'm going to be messing around with these guys. I actually wouldn't mind getting this right away, I guess, just to increase the population growth. Because it looks like I'll get a lot more benefit from population than anything else at the moment. Gosh, this is building up fast. I like this idea of the fleet errand. I'll be using it possibly in the near future quite a bit, depending on how they colonize these planets. The CPUs and, of course, me. Alright, there's the guy built in Cravers. Defend. And if that guy comes up, we'll blow him up. There it is. And I actually moved this fleet hero out of there just in case I blew him up. So I guess they're a little bit smarter CPUs, which makes sense. Let's go in here and... You know what, let's build up this next and then this. This is good for desert and Arctic. So I might want to build it prematurely. But it'll still cost me dust, so maybe I'll hold off on that. Well, let's focus on science after I get this, I guess, going. And I'll move them down to one of these sectors. Probably Leo, I guess, first, and then Rottenoff after that. Okay, one of you have to... Damn, I moved both these guys. Alright, one of you has to go back here. Send this guy back. And I keep sending him, the wrong way. I have to create new fleets. This is one of the things about playing, I've been playing a lot of Shogun 2 Total War. And actually, I have to remember I have to build new fleets, so... Okay, we're just going to send this guy here, and then I'll build new fleets there, and I'll send them like that. Forgetting how to play this game. It's a thing. It's happening right now. I'm forgetting how to play. Okay, arrive in Rottenoff so I can separate you. You go down here. Truth Seekers go up here. You know what? Let's send you this way, and I'm going to send this other guy this way. Do it like that. Alright, so I got myself food on this plant. Okay, I have to get something on this plant right away because there's population that I'm not really using for exploitation. I could probably benefit from going dust, dust, dust all over these guys like crazy. But you know what? We're going to go like this right now. And why not? We'll do the same here. And the purpose of this, doing this is I'm going to populate this system really, really fast. That's what I'm going to aim to do. Okay, you're going to blow up this Craver. So he's got himself a Forager. He's probably going to run away, but maybe I can get a few shots in before he gets away. We're just going to offense, 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 and retreats. And he's actually going back to Rigel. Now, I'm actually faster than him, I think. Because Paladins are... Paladins, the ships, are faster because they have the improved engines. So we'll take advantage of that and just chase after him. Chase all the way down to Rigel before he even gets there. And all of you guys can just sit there in Rigel and wait for him to pop up. I'm making money! Okay, you guys move quickly. And you can defend the system. And Karis is already doing a little bit of science, which is good. Hopefully I'll be able to get my research out of the way. I wonder how he's able to get the wormhole so fast. Well, I shouldn't say that. Cravers, as I said, they're really good early game. And this is how this one way are really good, because they can build up their science and our stuff really fast. And one of the reasons they're good early games is because they die out really fast, and you'll see why if I sort of show it later in this series. Nice, we got Hyperion explored and already achievable. Okay, everyone jump in there. I have Hyperion. Let's get destroyers next, and then we'll get down to this one. Then we'll get you, just for the sake of having missiles. Alright, let's see if I can blow up this ship. And I am really actively doing this more so for the research than anything else, just to point that out. Let's do this. Maybe I'll hit him more if I have more accuracy with the beam weapons. So, auto, and hopefully I'll hit him. He actually fought me there. Oh, I see, I hit him with the wrong thing. Because, of course, you only attack with each individual ship. That's actually a good thing. He's almost dead. So I should be able to finish him off now. So sabotage. Offense, offense. And see if this works. There we go, he's dead. I think that increased it from 2 to 1. I'm not sure, I wasn't really paying attention. But yeah, it's been out of 1 turn to do this. I'm pretty sure that decreased the time quite a bit. By blowing up that 1 Cravers ship. Leo. Leo's going to be pretty good for production. So, let's get this going right now, I guess. Then this, then this. Going out of order. Rotnef. You're doing really good getting your population going up. Let's get both of these. I might want to pick up the colonizable arid after stuff, so we'll see. And you just wait here. And of course I have to separate these guys a little bit. We'll leave one of these truth seekers here, I guess. Let's actually merge these two. And I'll send this one paladin up this way. And let's not actually make them guard. Guarding is okay, by the way, but one major problem with guarding a system is that it'll block our ships. And if they want to move and they see you blocking them, they might decide to be aggressive and attack you. I don't want to have the Cravers declaring war on me because they will eradicate me, I think. I don't think I'll be able to survive a Craver attack if they decide to attack. Okay, you get to wait. Hopefully that guy will slowly repair. I got destroyers now. And since I have destroyers, I can jump in and show you what they're all about. So I was going on like how, you know, the Corvettes have engines and like their guys have sensors. So if I jump into ship design, here are Vindicators, and they have negative 50% support module scout tonnage. So these guys are actually capable of seeing really well. They basically have increased accuracy as a result. And I can put that on for quite a little bit. What else here stuff I want to do in here? Let's put on armor, I guess. Or do I want to put on armor? What I could do is I could set this guy up as like a weapon ship, I guess, as well. Be doing with the Vindicators. Oops. Lee. You know what? Let's change this to medium for now. How am I going to set this up? I want to have some deflect. Alright, so this isn't exactly a fixed value of how much exactly it is. That's worth noting. Let's actually bump up the kinetics, I think, a little bit. Oh, nice, I can do it that way. Alright, so there we go. I've got basically a heavy melee tier ship is what this guy is. Though I may actually want to have more deflect, but yeah, that'll work. That'll work just fine. So there's a ship. We'll call this guy Vindicator. Vindicator. And his job will be more or less weapon design. He's like a support weapon, this guy. While the Paladin's more, I guess, he moves the fleet. That's what he'll be up to. I actually want to change the design of this guy a little bit. Let's actually bump up this a little bit. And here's the thing that really sucks about these ships, I guess. They don't have a whole lot of space, so I can't really design them too well or efficiently. Let's put some armor on this guy. I actually want to put repair on too. So I guess that's what this guy will be designed more or less to do. He's going to have repair engines, that sort of stuff on this like ship. And he'll just be more or less designed just to move stuff and repair. He's just a fully support. Both of these guys are being designed as fully support. This guy's in a weapon boat, and this guy's just a support. And there's this Truth Seeker down here. I don't really care about the Truth Seeker, though. I'm actually going to remove the Truth Seeker because, well, I suppose I can modify it, actually. We'll modify it so that it keeps... Let's actually check this. Which is better for making the scout? You got this guy here and this guy here. And it looks like this guy actually takes less space, so we're actually going to make the Vindicator a scout. So let's dump both this stuff in here on this guy. And I don't really care, actually, to be honest. Let's just get rid of the scout. So bye-bye, Truth Seeker. So it's worth knowing after it's destroyed, I won't be able to retrofit the other one. Big deal. It's just a crappy ship at this point, right? So if it gets destroyed, it gets destroyed. It's just can fodder. Alright, I'm going to spend, I guess, the next 5 turns or so just getting warp technology, and I'll have that out of the way. Let's actually send the Truth Seeker up this way, and I'll actually send him up the wormhole. That way from Cravers to see what's next to my homeworld, because I don't want my homeworld being conquered. The capital is important. Okay, Leo's built up farms. Rotten has managed to build all the stuff I had building. You're colonizing very nicely. I think, though, after you're done building that, we'll just have you go pump out science. This is looking to be a production system down here. That's whatever it's going to be. And I think, yeah, I'm definitely wanting to look into colonizing this irradiated one here, I think. They'll save it for next turn, I think. Let's do this right now. Pump up a little more science for a turn. Get to 8. And you know what? I forgot to move this guy down here. It's not a bad thing he's still populating that sector, but still kind of bad. Colonize this arid. This is going to hurt my approval here, but whatever. I don't think I'll worry too much about that. You're almost done, so you come down here. And you've arrived. Damn it, I sent them both again. They're actually both crap ships, I think, but crap ships are not. Okay, you just wait. I actually need a lot of dust repair, so I won't bother that. Down the Rigel, that guy goes back again. Okay, Rodnif has been fully colonized for the most part, and I have the ability to go through wormholes. And apparently I have unstable isolate manipulation already. Interesting enough. Alright, at this point, I need to go explore around, and apparently down here I have the ability to move faster. Interesting enough. I can colonize gas giants faster if I want to. Do I have any gas giants around here that are even worth colonizing? Yeah, I guess I do. But why would I want to colonize gas giants? It doesn't really add up to me, I don't think. You have the ability to colonize gas giants faster in the Pilgrims, but there's that massive approval bonus, or disapproval bonus that you have to worry about. I think it's this Rigel and this one down here. I suppose one good thing about this is it gets these out of the way, these systems. It might be worth colonizing this system with, you know, its gas giants if I have our approval structures built, but it's a little bit off before I get that, so colonizing Arctic might be okay. Looking at the stuff, what do I want to get right away? Something I really want to get right away is probably more ship space, because I'm Pilgrims. But that's a little bit costly to get all that stuff. I haven't built any repair ships yet, so that might be worth building. That's down there. Hoarding systems, interesting. Apparently I can get heroes faster if I want to with the Pilgrims, that's interesting. Up here, ceasefire and offer peace, that's useless until I find someone else, but I might be finding them soon. Gain trade is going to help me a lot, right? So maybe I'll get that. Good, you leveled up. Get this. More food is good, it'll populate this a lot faster. And let's do this. I'll basically have this alien grafting until I get these all colonized, these planets, I think. Just because they'll colonize them faster and because there's 3 planets to colonize all at once. And you know what, we're going to do a ship design one more time just before I leave. I'm going to change it so the Vindicator and the Missionary have some missiles on them. And it'll probably come at a cost of, like, this other stuff over here. Let's go here first. Dump one deflect. And... 16. Costs so much just to put one missile on. Or I could put it on, I just wasn't paying attention. Put those on. I guess I want to get this guy made to fight like this for now. Decent setup, I think. So there's the Vindicator done. And the Paladin. You'll be getting yourself changed soon enough, but... that'll work for now. So I guess a little bit of flak resistance, I guess. This guy's going to be more or less defensive, right? So it's not important I have missiles on right away, I guess. That's what I'm more or less going to point out. Though... yeah, it's not worth it. He's got more defense, so he'll benefit more from HP than anything else. So there's the Paladin 4. It'll be a while before I change him around, I think. I'll probably put it in repair, but that's about it. This other stuff, what am I going to do? What am I going to research? It's funny how I have access to all this stuff. I think what I might do actually is I might go down here and get high level energetics and then this one up here, extreme metallurgy. Just to get that out of the way. But getting this down here to stuff. Yeah, I want to get this stuff. We'll get this, get that. Get in that order, all that stuff. And then we'll get like that. Well, that seems to be pushing it. Let's get this. This. Get that. That. We'll do it in that order. I want to be very careful about the early game. I can break myself if I'm not careful, right? You're colonizing, so it'll take a while before you're set up. You're getting alien grafting here. Basically, I want to pump out a lot of science right at the start. Since I have the ability to go across wormholes to see who's over here. Yoink! Hey! We found Cravers. I am sandwiched between a rock and a hard place. And they both like to eat me. This will be a very interesting game. And I'm actually tempted to send this advanced guy over here down there. You know, we're going to build one Vindicator. This guy will be used to explore once I get this guy down there. And we'll just continue from there. So that'll be it for this first episode, starting with the Pilgrim run. Where I'm probably going to die horribly between two Craver empires. But we'll see where I go. So take care. I'll actually save before I escape. And we'll clean up all the aircraft here. Just saving an L just to make sure didn't lose the United Emperor stuff. But I've already done that, so no worries, don't need it. We're done it. Pilgrim run start. Take care.